Hey guys, Ruthie here. I am getting ready to make chicken tortilla soup, and I wanted to show you how I make my chicken tortilla soup. So let me just get started and just show you the ingredients. I'm going to be using some frozen corn, probably about a cup. Or you can do it to your likeness, but I'm going to do about a cup. Some minced garlic, about two teaspoons. This is lime juice, and that's about a tablespoon. 1 onion minced. About 2 cups of diced or cut up chicken. You can cook it yourself or rotisserie, which is what I did this time. I did rotisserie instead of cooking. And there's about a tablespoon of fresh cilantro chopped up. And then in this one, I have 2 teaspoons of cumin and 1 teaspoon of chili powder and diced tomatoes with the juice. And then you're also going to need, which is not here in front of me, is 2 cups of water and 4 cups of chicken broth. So let me get started. Okay, so what I forgot to mention, you're going to need about a teaspoon of oil because we're going to put the onions in here to saute along with the garlic. So let me turn on my stove, and I'm going to do this on a medium high. And going to make some room first. Then I'm going to add in the onions. Make sure you get all the onions out. And just let these saute for a few minutes. And I'm using actually, you can use olive oil, whatever type of oil you like. I'm actually using sesame seed oil. It's not the roasted kind, it's the other, it's regular sesame seed oil. So, but you can use whatever oil you like. I'm going to add in my garlic too at this time. And give this a good stir, and keep an eye on it because garlic burns very easily, so you don't want to burn the garlic, and it'll just leave a bitter flavor when you're tasting your soup. So I am going to let this saute for a few minutes, and I will be right back for the next step. Okay, they are ready for the next step, and there was an ingredient I completely forgot because it was in the sink draining. Is a 15-ounce can of black beans, drained and rinsed. So I'm just going to dump those in now. I'm just going to give this a stir. Smells good already. Okay, so then next I'm going to add in my can of diced tomatoes. And you can get tomatoes with chilies, that's your preference, that's fine. This smells really, really good. And then I'm going to add in my seasonings. Just dump them in. And give it a stir so all the seasonings are incorporated. Oh, it smells delicious. Could almost make some beans like this and just throw it over rice, huh? Oh, the aroma is very nice. I like the bouquet that's coming out. Then I'm going to add in my cilantro, but I'm going to eyeball it because this might be too much. Should be about a tablespoon. I think I actually chopped more than a tablespoon. So if you don't like cilantro, you can leave it out. I like it, and I like the flavor that it gives. It gives a little pop. I think I might add just a little bit more. There you go. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the chicken. And then give this a nice stir too, and coat the chicken with everything. very easy soup to make. We'll be done within a few minutes actually, and then we're just going to let it simmer once we get everything in the pot. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add in my 2 cups of water. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to add in my chicken broth first. And that's 4 cups. So I just got a full container, which equals 4 cups, and I'm just going to pour it in. With chicken stock, you can get the sodium free, you can get organic, you know, whatever chicken broth or stock you like, you can get it. You can make your own and put your own in, all your preference. Could use more than 1 bean. You can actually put pinto in here as well. So I'm going to add in about a cup of water. I'm going to see where it looks like. I'm going to do 1 more cup. Because this is gotta, don't forget, it's going to simmer down. Simmer, and then it's going to, I guess, the water will evaporate is what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, this smells delicious. Oh. At this time, you should probably give the sauce a taste for any salt and pepper. I'm also going to add in the corn right now, so I'm opening up my corn. And just, you know, your preference. If you like a lot of vegetables, go for it. But I would say a good cup. I think a little bit more we can do. Yeah, that looks better. I personally like the vegetables in it. It says about a half a bag that I use of the frozen corn. Oh my goodness, this smells divine. And I am going to pour in just a little bit of the lime juice. Oh, it smells. If you can smell it, you would want a bowl right now. So let me get a spoon. I need a taste to make sure, because I did not add salt to this, and that's because of the broth. When I don't use sodium-free broth, I need to make sure there's not a lot of salt. So I'm gonna taste it right now. Oh wow, flavors are good. However, it does need salt. So I'm going to say about probably a teaspoon of salt. But again, it's your preference. But the flavors are spot on. So I am going to let this actually, I'm going to lower my flame down to medium low. And I'm going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes. I think everything is fine in it, so I will be back when the soup is done. Okay, soup is finally done. I have plated me up a bowl, and I've added actually some tortilla chips and some avocado to it, which makes it taste fantastic. I hope you like this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and until next time, happy cooking.